making paintings that take less than 10 minutes to do, and today we're going to do it as a greeting card because honestly this would take less time to do than going to the store. And I'm also not going to be drying this at all because I did see in the comments that not everybody has easy access to a dryer. Grab your watercolors and give them a good spritz. And I do speed these videos up, but just so you know how long it takes me to do in real time, I will have a timer on the screen so you can see the real time that's elapsed. And to begin, I'm going to secure my card down to something so it's not going to move around on me. Then I'm going to take a damp brush and I'm going to grab some dark brown, and I might even mix in a little bit of black just to make it a little bit darker. I'm going to start by making a circle about 2/3 of the way up on the page, right in the center. Once I filled the circle in, I'm going to lift a tiny bit out of the middle. Then I'm going to dry my brush off and dip straight into my black so I get a really concentrated color, and I'm going to drop that around the edges and the center. Then I'm going to wash my brush and I'm going to make a puddle of yellow, fill my brush up with it, and then I'm going to be using the tip of my brush, pressing and dragging out to make petals. I'm going to be leaving a bit of space in between these as I work around that center, because the next thing I want to do is modify that yellow just a bit to be a little more orangey, and I'm going to go in between there. I'm not drying any part of this because we're trying to avoid using the dryer for this one. Once you're happy with your petal coverage, we're going to mix up a nice green color, and you could have this come straight down and just leave it like that. Or if you want to, I'm actually going to kind of bring it down a bit. I'm going to add a branching off stem, and then for the leaves, I'm kind of just flicking up, and then I push the side of my brush down in kind of a jagged manner. I did go ahead and drop some darker green along some of the bottom parts of that just to add a little more interest. And in under 8 minutes, I've made a very cheerful greeting card.